And off we go from Denver. Returning from his end zone is tight. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
First and goal from the 6. Nix to the air. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Throwing Nix to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Allen now on first down. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So what do you do if you've got a defense in cover 3 trying to keep everything in front of them? The answer seems obvious. Just work those routes in front of them. This is going to be a hitch route, but he's operating in plenty of space, and he makes the catch here for a first down.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8. Up the middle, it's Cook. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Here's Allen. He gets it left side to Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on third down. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is?
There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Motion man is Shakir. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Under pressure, they got him again. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here's Allen. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Nix. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman, 41 yards. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied at 7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. The pass there complete to Sutton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Nix. And this one complete again to Mims. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And just shedding him off there. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Being chased out left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Allen going to throw. Buying time to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Brandon Cooks, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On play action, here's Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Steps away. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So we're at halftime here in Denver. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Operating from the gun. Nix escaping the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On play action, Allen. It's caught by Coleman. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Brandon Jones picking it off. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied at 21. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Nix from the shotgun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right? And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now Allen. And this is incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case,
and this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And they will take a 7-point lead. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And he'll be Denver's offense ready to go again. And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. Welcome back now to Denver. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The throw over the middle taken in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. They'll go play action with Nix. Rolling to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Off the bootleg, here's Nix, eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration, and whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
He's able to get it to Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Allen now looks to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Forced out to his left. That's caught. It's Coleman. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Nix out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Dancing to his left. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Steps away to his left. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, 62 yards. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. He's got room at the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Allen to throw it. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On 2nd down, Cook gets past one man, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Allen. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line. So the Broncos now down by 10. 1:35 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now it's Nix on the move to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. To throw is Nix. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. To throw, here's Nix. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.